I don't get why I can't see the chat though. That's so weird. Very odd. Very odd. I mean, I'm live, aren't I? Guys, if you're watching this, please put in the comments in the chat if I'm live, because I have no idea if I am, and it's kind of throwing me off. That'd be really helpful. That'd be really helpful. I'm also going to go live on TikTok as well, so, but I can see the chat, the YouTube chat, alongside the TikTok chat, so make sure you're commenting. Okay, I'm live. Cool. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on not Discord, TikTok. So that's good. Good news. That's working. All right. So what we'll do is, once a few people get into the live on YouTube and also TikTok, I'll show you the portfolio on the YouTube anyway, and then we'll go through it. So yeah. Alright, so if you're new to the stream, let's go through the individual holdings that I have. Obviously, TikTok's a bit different to the YouTube, as you can see. Oh, that's quite cool. I can see the YouTube chat here as well. Alright, I'm learning loads of stuff with the whole streaming situation. So on the week, as you can see on the YouTube stream, I actually went down 1%. Yeah, so it wasn't great of a week, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, there was one point at the 5th of September where I was 152,000 the portfolio, so not too bad at all. And then it dropped off, but yeah, what we'll do is we'll do it by name. That's how I usually do it. I know the people on TikTok that are watching, you guys are just seeing the individual holdings that I'm holding. I'm going to be doing like a little portfolio run through on my YouTube channel. So yeah, see how it is. I don't really do live, so it's quite obviously the last few days I've done some lives and it's been really good. So Shams, I don't get taxed on this, no, because it's in a stocks and shares ISA. So everything that I hold here is in a stocks and shares ISA, which you deposit 20,000 a year into, and I've been investing for the last few years, and first time I actually invested the full 20 grand last year, so I'm hoping to do that this year as well. Hi JJ, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so how many people we've got 31 people watching on the YouTube stream, and then we've got 87 people watching on the TikTok stream. It's not too bad at all, people joining in. The people that are asking about the Discord, I mean, that's a link in the I've got a link in the description on my YouTube channel, and people can't message me on TikTok now, but if you message me on Instagram, make sure it's the exact same @ as the TikTok, and just message me on that and I'll be able to send you the links. So the reason why I invest in the stocks and shares ISA is because you won't get taxed on your capital gains, whereas if I was investing in the normal invest account on Train 2 on 2, you'd get taxed on your capital gains. So yeah. So there's the reason why I'm not invested into the S&P 500 is because I know this sounds mad, but I just think I can do better performance wise. Um, Not long term, I guess, but short term I can. So within the 5 years, I feel like I can perform better than the S&P 500. But once I do start rotating my profits that I've made from certain stocks, I will I will then start putting money into the S&P 500, and you'll see a different portfolio. Because I know a lot of people, I get a lot of criticism about um, holding individual stocks, which is fair enough because it's hard, it's a tough game. You've got to be on it all the time with it, and yeah, yeah. Oscar did well, Josh, this week. I know it's decent, decent. Open door. To be honest, I've not looked into it, so I can't really comment on it. To be honest. Yeah, if you're new to the live, hit the follow button. As I do, I'm going to do more lives. To be fair, I do enjoy doing the live streams. To be fair. Cheers. Started watching your videos a year ago. The growth is crazy. Congrats. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. It's been mental times, but I'm expecting it to go down a lot. So yeah. I won't move that actually. So all right, so for the YouTube viewers, we've got 46 people watching on the YouTube and 188 on TikToks. I bought Palantir like 2020, 2021. So I was actually buying Palantir when it was really expensive, like in the 20s, because I didn't understand the valuations and everything like that at the time. Don't get me wrong, Palantir is overvalued as well. I'm not blind to it. I took my initial investment out of Palantir. Yeah. And then I bought as well down when it went down to $7. So yeah. Yeah, the I mean, where am I expecting the portfolio to be? That's a hard one. In 5 years, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, Grab's been so stagnant for a long time, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, I looked at SoFi and said to people with SoFi, like that was literally trading sideways for a very long time, and I had a eye on SoFi for a long time. I just never invested into SoFi. I started investing into SoFi about I actually don't actually know the date, to be fair. It would have been like 2024, around, yeah, 2024. I don't know the month, but around here. Um, and that's when it was starting to turn its profits and start becoming profitable. Grab is literally on the way now of turning profitable, and it will start making the money, and it will start reflecting, hopefully. So the share price will start adjusting to how much they are starting to make on the bottom line on the EPS. So it'll be interesting to see that. I do tend to buy companies when they start flipping profitability, like starting to turn profitable, which obviously is risky, but then I like, for instance, SoFi was going in the right direction. Like, they're beating earnings every single quarter, and it was just going up and up and up. And obviously there's loads of angles that you can look into and stuff, but yeah, sorry if I'm a bit tired, to be fair. I've literally just played football, come back from football, and I'm knackered. I thought I'd just do a live stream because I was like, I enjoy doing them, and yeah, it's cool. It's nice to talk to people that are into investing. And by the way, like, I don't want to come across like I know exactly what I'm doing, because I don't. I'm learning every day. I'm learning so many things all the time. Because you're learning all the time. Like, you can't be blind to the fact that you know it all. Like, I don't. Oscar, I'm slowing down on buying Oscar now. Like, we're up 40% pretty much on Oscar, and I was buying it at $13.88. It's now $19.40. I think that it was really, really. I mean, the risk to reward at the time was really good, and I think it's a great company. Like, the growths are crazy, and also like the CEO, he's not moving or adjusting or changing his guidance of what he wants, and he wants 14 billion in revenue with 5% margins in 2027, which is a great base and a great way to start looking at this company and starting to get a gauge of how much the share price could be in 2027. And obviously it could be in the ballpark of $40 to $50. Obviously that's not financial advice or anything. It's just, this is just kind of like the figures I'm going off. So that'd be an interesting one. But yeah, no, Oscar, I'm holding off now. I wanted more Oscar. I did. I said in my chat, on my YouTube, and the TikTok page, that I wanted more Oscar. I wanted to get it to 10%, but it's just run up too much. Like, short term, I'm sure it'll drop back down, and I'll start picking some more shares up. It'd be nice to get some more shares under 16 if possible. Yeah. Oh no, this isn't a pre-recorded live, by the way. I'm just bouncing between the two chats. Like, I've got YouTube chat and TikTok chat, so I'm just trying to, yeah. No, I've not looked at Open Door. That, I've just not really looked into that stock. Ollie, I'm planning on keeping the amount of stocks I got. I don't want to. I've mentioned this before. I don't want to have so many stocks. Like, I've always said, I want 6. That is the max. Yes, I've got more than 6. I've got, if you count like the proper holdings, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I would count Snapchat and like, because obviously there's smaller positions. It's just like kind of what I'd get. But Snapchat, I am starting to build a position out. So yeah, it'd be like 8. But some are more longer term holds than others. So you got Palantir, that's like probably will be the longest hold out of my whole portfolio. Same with AMD to an extent, and SoFi, Tesla. But then like Oscar, Grab, Fubo, Snapchat, I will probably look to sell on in a few years' time. Obviously, when I just see the growth is just not there anymore, obviously that's when I would sell. But I just think all the companies I hold, obviously, I think there's just so much room to grow, hence why I'm holding them. Why do I have high risk? To be honest with you, I'm looking into like the stocks all the time and researching them, that I feel comfortable having my money into it. I know you could look at it as risky because they're individual stocks and things like that, but it's like, for instance, like if you believe where the market's going to go with AMD for a start, like they've not even released the MI 400, and Lisa Su's predicting there's going to be a 500 billion market in revenues for data centers. I mean, Jensen for Nvidia thinks it's going to be $1 trillion by 2030, and I mean AMD's got 5% of the share. Hopefully they can get it to 10, or if not more eventually, as they compete with the chips. And it's like, when you start putting some of that metrics in, and you look out in a few years, like even if they fall short on that, it's still a good price today. So like, that's why I feel comfortable in certain positions that I hold, and that's kind of like the mindset I've got with things. Obviously things can change, and that's investing for you. But yeah, if you're new to the live, hit the follow button. As I'm going to probably do more lives and videos on TikTok, so hit that follow button if you haven't already, and also give this live a like. We've got 245 people in this live, which is mental, and over on YouTube we've got 47 people watching, so I appreciate everyone watching. Especially on a Saturday night. I'm still tempted to probably go out, to be fair, but I'm on the fence. I don't know whether to go out or not. It's just nowadays like so expensive to go out, and I used to go out like way too much, 3 times a week. Only in the last year, I'd say I've stopped. We've like us as a friend group or whatever, like group of mates, we don't really go out as much. We used to go out way too much. Yeah, I need to actually properly look at the Elon new pay package, but from what I looked at first glance, like if they hit some of these targets that they're putting, that's mental. Like that's actually mental, and it just shows you Tesla is more than just a car company. Like I think Tesla could end up having its bull run soon, because obviously it's been trading sideways for the last 3 years or so. Um, and I think Tesla, it'll be, you'll start seeing it all over social media going, Tesla's the one, and I think Tesla will have its time in the next 2 years or so, and then obviously the next, it's got so many S curve situations with Tesla, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth there. We got 1,600 likes. I really appreciate everyone giving it a like. Um, like obviously Tesla as a car company isn't great. It's not been doing well performance wise recently. But if you look at it as a whole of what they could have, then they could be one of the biggest companies in the world. Hence why I've got 39 shares of Tesla. If I had 10k to invest in now, yeah, I think it would. I said it yesterday. I think it would be AMD at the moment, especially as it's had its drop. Um, Looking at my other stocks, what would I get? Yeah, AMD is something. To be honest with you, what I would feel comfortable. That's what I would do. That's what I would personally do. I've got predictions on SoFi in my Discord. I've given where I think it's going to go, my outlook on it. So that's, yeah. I've also shared it on my YouTube channel somewhere on one of my videos. Check out my YouTube if you haven't. I don't know, to be honest with you, when the Disney partnership will exactly happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll be soon. Yeah, rate cuts will be so good for SoFi because, well, they'll get more business essentially, really, because people will be able to get cheaper loans, so it's more attractive. So the fact that they've been performing with how the rates are now, I'm looking forward to seeing what the uptake will be when yeah the rate cuts happen. For the people that are asking about the Discord, then I would it would be best to either go on my YouTube channel, my latest video, my latest portfolio update, and there'll be the links of the Discord, or go on my Instagram, same name as the TikTok, and message me, because you can't message me on TikTok, I don't think. I mean, I think that it's just a completely different market. Like, I mean, SoFi's got a massive TAM, it really does, but I think Palantir's got a massive TAM. Like, I don't know what market it can't go into. Like, I think it can be in every single company in the world. So the TAM is huge with Palantir, and also there's not any really competitors that can compete with what Palantir has as a software. So it's a very hard one to say, but I think SoFi's got a load of potential, like a lot of potential, to be honest. It doesn't seem like it's going to be slowing down anytime soon. The fundamentals look great, like the growth is just ridiculous, and like people were saying about the rate cuts, it's going to be an interesting one. I have 10k and 16 stocks. Would you recommend selling out some or concentrating on a few stock? I can't give advice. Sorry, like, it's not my place to say because everyone's in different positions. But it's just what I personally do. I just like to have like a certain concentration of the amount of stocks I have. Like I don't want to have like too many um, stocks because otherwise you can't keep up with it. Or do you know what I mean? You don't know what's going on with that company, and it's just so hard. You might as well just start investing in the S&P 500, which is where you where it kind of does it for you. Like the best top performing companies in America are in it. So yeah. So yes, I can't say sorry, but everyone's in a different situation. Um, Someone asked as well about Palantir. Like, you can't. I wouldn't personally be buying Palantir at this price. I know I'm holding it at this price, but I can't be bothered to trade it. I'm prepared for it to cut in half. Um, yeah, so there's better options out there. I just wouldn't touch Palantir. The only time I'm going to start buying more Palantir is if it can get to the $100. I originally actually had $80 in my head. I would start buying Palantir, but at this point, it's trading at such a premium that it's hard to see it even go down to 100, even though that would be overpriced in a way. I try and max out my ISA every year. That's what I do. From now on, anyway. I never was able to before, but now I'm starting to. Appreciate the follows as well, guys. If you haven't hit the follow button, all right. How many likes has the YouTube got then? It's saying. Is that right? We got 16 likes. 47 people watching on the YouTube. All right, so I'm just going to break down quickly what the positions are on the YouTube video now. So yeah, I'm up 33% on AMD. Fubo, I'm up 152%, and Grab, I am down 2.5%. Nike, I'm pretty much break even. Oscar, I am down. No, I'm not down. I'm up 39% on Oscar. Palantir, I'm up 667%. And I have taken my initial investment out of Palantir. Snapchat, we're down 3.6%, which is so much better because at one point we were down like 10%. I was, and I bought a few shares of Snapchat. And then SoFi, I'm up 99%. Tesla, I'm up 53%. So yeah, that's the portfolio. I know I normally on the YouTube do more of a breakdown on everything, but there's not being too much going on. So I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to do a YouTube video on like, the 10-15 minute YouTube videos that I normally do and go through the stocks and the news that's happened. I don't know what to really talk about, to be honest, on them. So yeah, down 1% on the week. And yeah, that's the portfolio now sitting. What's it sit? We're sitting on £148,700, so not too bad at all. Yeah, I think I said it before. Like Palantir is going to be the one now. Obviously, it is 38% of my portfolio, so I think AMD and SoFi are obviously going to increase in price, so that will change. Palantir it won't look as much into my portfolio as much soon. And hopefully, obviously, all the other stocks will counteract when Palantir eventually could correct, because I'm shocked that it hasn't done a correction. I mean, it did. It went to $80 and then it got bought back up all the way back. So it's just, if their earnings obviously aren't, like, even missed by a little bit, it will react badly. I haven't looked into the share lending, to be honest with you. SoFi, I reckon, will get included into the S&P 500 next time. Because Robinhood, I think, missed out twice. So I think yeah, I don't know. I don't know when SoFi is going to, maybe the next one, the next inclusion, hopefully. Oh, my crypto portfolio is not looking good. I think it's, yeah, it's not looking good at all. I could do an update on the crypto, to be fair, but yeah, it's just been sideways. Nothing. There's just not been any movements really. That's why I've not done an update on YouTube in ages, because it's just hasn't really moved. My crypto just hasn't. Um, I don't have any other ISA accounts. This is my only ISA account. Obviously, I got my pension. I am doing a SIP. I'm going to start doing a SIP as well. So I'm going to start putting money into that, and I, I, I will be buying the S&P 500. So yeah, yeah. For my pension, for my SIP. Sorry. So from my pension, I'm going to leave it to whatever they're doing. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. Does it's I don't know. And then the SIP, I am going to, yeah, invest in the S&P 500. Yeah, if you're new here, hit the follow button, um, and I'll do more lives as well soon. But yeah, hit the follow button if you're new. Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate everyone watching. We got 59 people watching on YouTube on a Saturday night, and we got 200 people watching on TikTok on a Saturday. I'm guessing everyone's deciding not to go out. So the reason why I won't be taking profits out of Palantir is, well, I say profits. I've taken profits, like my investment, out, and it's just, yeah, I can't be asked to trade it. I can't be asked to sell out of Palantir and then wait to see if it does go to 80 and buy back in, because it might not ever happen. So, and then I'm out of Palantir when I want to be in Palantir. I want to be invested in Palantir and be holding Palantir for the next few decades, so, or 2 decades or so, or decade, I don't know. So definitely a long, long hold. Um, and just the fact it's a very unique company of like what they do. So I don't know. I want to be in a company that's in a like a company like Palantir, where it's a very special company. Because people would have been in my position as well with like Apple and Amazon. People saying sell out, it's very overvalued, and all that, and it's like it's just hard to like. Do you know what I mean? I know, like, fair enough. I get your point as well, Liam. Like, I do, um, but I don't mind. It is what it is. This weekend sucks. As traders, we hate the weekend. I know. It is bad. I've kind of got a bit obsessed with like the stock market. I've been like that for ages. Like when the market's open, you're like, oh, evening, Ben. We plan to do streams every evening now. I mean, if the support's there, like if people are enjoying it, I think I will do live streams, because I'm doing it on TikTok now, and I'm also doing it on YouTube. So I'm going through both chats, YouTube and TikTok. So if you're on TikTok right now, I would recommend going over and subscribing to my YouTube channel and watching the live on the YouTube, because to be honest with you, you get to see more. Like, if I don't really want to show. Okay, let me. Can I change? I don't think I can swap my camera around, but on my YouTube, I've got like the breakdown of all the things, and I can actually like search and stuff. Whereas like TikTok, you can only put like a background on. So check out my YouTube if you're watching this, and go over to the YouTube. It's the same as my TikTok name. Um, yeah, and I probably would start streaming on YouTube more, because obviously it's like the audience is there more for, it's just more of a community, whereas TikTok obviously is like, it's great for exposure and like growing, but it's obviously it goes in the algorithm, so it's just, yeah. But like with the YouTube, it's all like people that, I don't know. How did I get big positions in crypto? I don't think I've really ever. Well, I did. I had a my portfolio at one point was like $45,000 in crypto. SoFi long term, I think SoFi's got a load more growth. My I don't want to say anything on here because it's, I don't want it to come across as financial advice, but I've 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 got my price predictions and price targets of where I think it's going to be going, and I put it in the Discord. People wanting to buy Palantir, honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't at this price. Because I've got a big position in Palantir now anyway. I know I think it's going to go to $1 trillion. But because I've got a big position in Palantir now, I don't mind. I don't want to be buying anymore because I'm happy with the position I've got. I mean, if it did go down, yeah, I'll buy some more shares. But at this price, it's just, it is, I'm fine with the amount of shares I've got. Just be consistent, Dan. Like, that's all I can say. Just consistency. I know it's a boring answer, but just be consistent with the amount that you're putting in every single month, and make sure you've got, obviously, yeah, there's so many variables, obviously, because you could be investing every single month, but buying a company that's losing money every year, and it will eventually catch up on its share price, and you've lost all your money. That's why, for just people that just don't want to constantly be looking at stocks and on all the time, just want to be on it, the S&P 500, I think personally, is something I would do if I couldn't be bothered to look at stocks, and which is so fair. I would be investing in the S&P 500, because historically it averages about 10% a year. So I use Trading 212. That's what I'm using, and yeah, I think it's the best. Yeah, I've got crypto as well. So the invest account on Trading 212 compared to the stocks and shares ISA, because I made this mistake like 5 years ago. If you're going to be in the invest account, you've got to prepare to, you can deposit as much as you want, but you've got to pay capital gains. Whereas the stocks and shares ISA, which is what these stocks are in, you won't pay capital gains. So I think the value's about 148,000. If I was to sell it all, I won't have to pay tax. 76 people watching in the YouTube live. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit that like button as well. Really do appreciate it. I need to learn the like calls and stuff. I know the Discord, we've set up a calls like options channel, and people are getting into that. So yeah, I want to learn options, and I know Robinhood do that. I think Trading 212 are thinking about it. I want to Trading 212 to have a SIP option, but I'm gonna go with I can't remember the name, but it's like the most known one. So the reason why I don't have to pay capital gains tax on these positions is because it's in a stocks and shares ISA. Yeah, I'm a videographer. That's my job. Taylor Wimpey, I've not had a look at it, to be honest. Yeah, Timmy, that's it. Dividend stocks are something that I'm personally going to be, yeah, looking into and buying more so later down the line of my life. Probably when I'm in my late 30s or 40s. So, yeah. Three X leverage shares I would not touch. So the reason why I'm going to do dividend stocks when I'm later on is because I'm focusing on growth stocks at the moment to build my capital up as much as I can, and then when I've got the capital, um, I'll then start, yeah, putting it into dividends. People are asking me what to invest in. I can't tell you because that is not my place to. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't. Yeah, Timmy. To be fair though, with Grab, like it is what it is. Like I know I've mentioned this before, and I know it's probably a bit boring me saying it, but SoFi traded for 2 years sideways. Like that was just an opportunity to accumulate and buy stock. And I just feel like once Grab starts turning its profits, which it is, becoming profitable, we'll start seeing that explosion of growth. And I mean, yeah, it's been trading sideways for a long time, but eventually the fundamentals will have to catch up with the share price. Um, and yeah, you see, like it's impressive. The growth is impressive with Grab. You can't deny it. And look at the profitability switch that's happening. So I see what's happened here, the inverse of what's going to be going on up here in years to come. That's what I personally see. They've been smashing it. But yeah, I mean, it is frustrating. Like I've been sat at this for ages since January. I think I started buying Grab. So yeah, I mean, to be fair as well, I actually got Grab off Amit. You know, Amit investing. Um, the American streamer on YouTube. He's really good. If I recommend watching him, and I had a look at it as well, and I like the look of it. I think it's great. I mean, it's got a lot of cash as well, which is what you like to see. Yeah, a lot of people are in Ondus. I just haven't probably looked into it, and I'm not sure. Like, I mean, it's done very, very well on this, so I don't really want to comment on it, but I know a lot of people in the Discord have made a lot of money on it. Yeah, he's got YouTube as well. Timmy, he's class. To be fair, like I recommend what he does. He does a stream like this to an not like this. He does it way better, but um, on YouTube every single day of the trading week of when stocks are open. I mean, AMD could easily fall lower, yeah, but that's great for me because I'll just be buying. That's what I'm going to be doing. I want it to go lower. I want more shares of AMD. Has anything happened, James? Is there any news that's happened with Casper that's making you feel that? Just wondering because I've not kept up with it. Because obviously I hold Casper as a crypto. I would not invest in Palantir, by the way, guys. Like I just wouldn't right now. It is overvalued. I've taken my profit, I've taken my investment. I've just got that money sat there because I've explained it quite a few times, so I don't know, I don't want to bore everyone. Obviously, like the thing is, a lot of people have quite short term goals, and yeah, you could get absolutely burnt. If you haven't already, hit the follow button on TikTok and subscribe on YouTube. If you haven't, hit the like button as well on YouTube. Let's see if we can get 50 likes. I know that's ambitious because we've got 33 likes at the moment, and 66 people watching. But let's see if we can get 50 likes on the YouTube stream. All right, what's the time now? It's 7:30. I'm debating whether to go out. I don't know whether to do a night out or not. I've done a video on AMD of why I'm buying AMD. I've done a video on that, so you can have a look at it. Just consistency, like honestly, consistency, Samir. I kind of explained why a stock catches my eye. Before, one thing I really like is just that it's a very basic thing, but like just seeing that staircase situation, like they even have it when you look, and I don't. By the way, I don't analyze a stock on Trading 212. It's just easy to show, but even like that staircase situation, just growth, and going off like the fact that the CEO can like go on his past history and see what like does he lie? Do you know what I mean? Or does he beat expectations all the time? The expectations he sets out. And obviously SoFi is a prime example for that. So when they give guidance, you can kind of actually go off that, and if not go a bit more, because they always sandbag. So that's just like an aspect to an extent. And then obviously what market they're in, what's the TAM. There's so many things. There's so many things. It's hard to say all in one go of what you look for. And then obviously like the CEOs will do their earnings calls and their presentations and get you information to go off, and then you can start putting figures down and working out how much would this stock be at a 30 PE or whatever the market would be at that rate if it does these revenues and these margins, and it'll spit out obviously with the EPS what the share price would be at 30 PE, and you can go off numbers like that. When, for example, Lisa Su explains with the data centers how she thinks it's going to be a $500 billion market by 2030, and Jensen at Nvidia says $1 trillion. Well, you can see how much the market AMD has, and then go off revenues from that, for example. Oh, Nike's just kind of like a buy of like, oh, I thought it was a good price at the time, and if I was to put money in, what I'd do, how much would I have, and obviously I'd be break even with it at the moment, but I didn't average down. I would have averaged down. I'm not adding to my Palantir, no. I won't be until it gets to like, it was $80. And I just don't even know if I don't know. Like, I think if it goes to 80 again, I probably would, but I just don't see the point in buying shares at these prices right now. So I'm literally just trying to build wealth to the point where like you can just have the freedom to do what you want. So hopefully one day I can reach that, and then just help people, like help others, and yeah. But you got to help yourself first. Do you know what I mean? And then you'll be able to start helping others. All right, hit the follow button, everyone, on TikTok. hit the follow, because I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end the streams. I say streams because I'm doing YouTube and TikTok. So hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I mean, will I do these live streams regularly? Like, I mean, if everyone's liking them, then I will. But obviously, it gets to a point where like I'll end up repeating the same things, because the things that I know are the same things. Like, are the things that I don't know how to. I'm not very good at talking sometimes, but yeah. If people are enjoying the streams and stuff, like, I mean, we've got 67 people in the YouTube, which is crazy. Like, well happy with that. We had 100 last time. And then we've got like nearly 200 on TikTok, so people, I'm guessing, are enjoying it. But yeah, if people enjoy it, then I will do them more regularly. But it's, at the moment, I'm just enjoying them, so I'm doing the streams. And we'll see. But yeah. But yeah, guys, if you want to check out some of my TikTok videos, then check them out. Yeah, check out my videos on TikTok if you haven't already, and follow my page if you haven't. And I'll catch you in the next stream. And I might stick on YouTube just a little longer, but I'm gonna end the TikTok one now. But hit the follow button on TikTok, or come over to my YouTube stream. It's the same as, it's Ben's Finance on YouTube, and you'll see the stream on the YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So that is, that is the TikTok stream done. Yeah, I appreciate everyone watching on the YouTube. I've stopped the TikTok one now. I will probably end soon, because I need to go to the toilet bad. I've been drinking this water. Yeah, no, I'll probably do a live once a week. That's probably what I'll do. Because it is good to. It's just hard, like, trying to do YouTube videos, TikTok videos, on the Instagram as well, and then your normal work, your like the life. It's just hard to get everything. But I really enjoy it, so that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, when I got this projections calculator sorted that I'm working on, I'll start doing some more projections. But then you can't do it, because you've got to look into so many aspects of how you can get those figures in the first place. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate everyone watching. And yeah, if you are new on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to end it off here, because I need to go to the toilet, and I might do a night out, go out. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.